Okay, I'm making fufu. Fufu is something, when I lived in Madrid, Spain, I used to work with the African refugees. And the African refugees lived at the Red Cross there in Madrid, Spain. And I met many African refugees, had many friends. Two of them got kicked out. They only had so long to find a place where the Red Cross would kick them out. So we let them move in with us. So I had two Nigerians living with us, and they taught me how to make fufu. So there I have a whole chicken in there, and so it's just the whole chicken, the skin and everything. I threw it in there. This olive oil is about gone. There's a little bit of olive oil on the bottom. Now, a can of crushed tomatoes. In Spain it was tomate trituado. There, 1 can, 2 cans of crushed tomatoes. See that? So what I did was I fried the chicken a little bit till it's just lightly brown, just like I did the chicken pot-au-feu soup. So it's just lightly browned and just barely starting to cook. And then you put the ingredients in. Here I've got a can of spinach. Okay. Some seasoned salt. I mean, not seasoned salt, just regular salt. Some salt. Some pepper. I can make fine-tune the amount of salt and pepper later. Pepper. Crushed cayenne pepper. You know, powdered cayenne pepper. This obviously can be done. It'll be too hot. That's probably plenty. Okay. Now, I'm going to get the can and I'm going to fill it full of water. Okay, so I've refilled this can of crushed tomatoes full of water. There. So it's just barely enough to submerge the chicken. So the chicken is fully submerged in there. Okay. So this is part one. This dish, this Nigerian dish, is called fufu, but really there's two parts to fufu. There's this is called the chicken stew, and then there's the fufu, which is like a dough type stuff. But you got to cook this first, and you know it takes like an hour to 2 hours to cook. You know, an hour and a half, probably like an hour and a half usually to cook. Okay, and then I'm gonna peel off the skin and just kind of just debone it a little bit, but not a lot, you know. And then that'll be the stew, okay? I'm going to stir this up a little bit. I'm going to throw a lid on it and I'm going to cook it, okay? And then when it's done cooked, then I'll do part 2 of this, where I'll put that in a pot and that I can eat with, and then make some fufu, okay?